Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of We Love Our Kids, but this is about New Year's resolutions and why your New Year's resolutions suck.
I didn't say that.
We went to a wrestling show recently and that's how they are, that's how they talk.
Correction.
And coming after you.
Correction. We were dragged to a wrestling show
by
the number one wrestling fan in the world.
I'm not a wrestling bro. It's entertainment. But yeah, we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. And also, I just thought about this is I think around our 40th episode of this podcast. So that's pretty good.
Justin, I can't. I just want to pull.
Ouch. Ouch. Don't do that. Ouch.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to get tweezers after and get it. It's just
trying to pull a hair out.
Okay, this is a side note. Actually, no, it's a note on this same exact note. My New Year's resolution is to get you groomed.
I don't need it.
You do.
I don't. Do I need groom, guys? Look
you
at me.
Need grooming.
You look great.
You need grooming.
Don't need grooming. I'm not a dog.
Me too. I'm going to groom you.
I'm not a dog.
You're my pet.
So resolutions is what we're talking about. Your New Year's resolutions suck. By the way, guys, and I had to say that because that's gonna be the title of this, and I gotta say it. But most suck because people want to start things at the beginning of the year, and that's faux motivation. That's not real motivation to nothing lasts if you I'm going to start it on this day because really, what's the motivation other than January 1st?
We all know what people's intention is on why they want to start things on a new year. Just like some people want to start things on a Monday, not on a Tuesday or because they think, okay, I'm starting off the week or the year or the month in the way I want to do it so I can continue.
I don't think those things will stick. When I stopped drinking, it was not this is going to be the date. It's no, basically something compels you to do something and I start today.
Babe, that is a whole different thing.
It's not. There's no emotional connection to a day or whatever. It's you have to have something driving you to say, this is just my opinion, obviously. But that's why your resolutions suck.
Justin, but listen, I'm saying drinking is a whole different thing because it can't be December 15th. You're I want to stop drinking, but I'm going to keep drinking until January. That's a whole different thing.
No, you don't drink much. That is, no, you are wrong. There are people okay, I want to stop drinking, but during the holidays, I'm just going to have wine because it's holidays. And I'm meeting up with all my friends, so I got to have wine. And then maybe I'll have a couple drinks. You don't know anything about alcohol.
I guess I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's exactly what it is. And then people will justify it because they're I'm going to start in February because my sister has her wedding in January and I have a friend coming in town, so that I'm going to need a drink for that. So February 1st is going to be the day. February 1st is going to be the day. I didn't
know it was that. So
exactly.
I assume if you want to stop drinking, you're okay, I'm going to go to.
It's like food. It's like losing weight or food. It's okay, I got friends coming into town. I got to eat with them. It's no, if you want to lose weight, you got to start right now. That's
not how I do it.
Something has to be motivated.
I'm one of those people who do exactly what you're saying.
Okay, I don't.
I would be okay, what day is it? Oh, okay, but I already said I would do lunch, and I know we're going to go to Cheesecake Factory and have a cheesecake, so I can't start today because what's the point of that? I'm going to have a cheesecake on Thursday. But I will say, I guess the reason why I don't see it in that way, because I may be one of those people who do and say that, but I'm also one of those people who will actually start on the day that I'm saying I'm starting. I will say, okay, that if I say I'm starting tomorrow I will set my alarm and I'm up. I'm doing it.
You might only do it for 3 days though.
The hateration is so real. That is untrue.
I agree. You might start, but then 16 hours later, you're I don't know. But you started, yeah.
No, it's not. It's not. I don't know.
You woke up and started.
It's the fact that other things, unfortunately, get in the way. Certain commitments we had to do that forced me to be the commitment holder. No, not an excuse, sir. You didn't participate actively in those commitments. You tried to run away, as a matter of fact.
Excuses, guys.
So, anyways, if I say I'm going to do it, I will set an alarm to wake myself up to start let's just say we're talking about exercise, obviously. If I say, okay, Monday, that's it. I'm literally setting my alarm and I'm waking up Monday.
I think most resolutions are based in personal appearance. It's I want to look better. I want to get in better shape or
some people have personal growth goals.
Sure, yeah. I'm going to read a book a day or whatever, a book a week or whatever
or start therapy to heal my angst and internal pains.
You should start that today. So, don't wait. Yeah, but how do you guys feel about resolution? I mean, it's like as you grow and get older, like I do subscribe to the thought of like you should just do something because you want to do it. With a day like January 1st, there's no, once again, emotional connection to that day. So therefore, you can't really keep that because you're not binded by it. You're not bound to that day. So it just means like nothing to you.
No, listen, I understand what you're saying and I agree to some extent, but I'm saying like specifically New Year's, I think does have some like emotional or like significance to people because it literally like the year that you might have wasted before is now gone. Like, are you going to waste another year type of thing?
Right. I think that's why New Year's resolutions wane in around February because it does start out strong, but then like the motivation, like, well, I mean, I'm not really that tied to like the new year. It's like I was January 1st because like a new number 2022 and I was like really gung-ho about it. But then like February comes on, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Some of that old behaviors I had was not that bad.
If you're too comfortable with whatever the thing you're trying to change, you're probably not going to change it no matter what.
Right. So I just hope that people out there are happy with their lives and maybe they don't want to change that much. Like I don't want to change that much. I think if you have big resolutions every year, that's a sign of like you're not living the life you want to live.
What about small things though?
Small things, yeah, of course. I mean, small things are reading a book to your child at night, a few times a week. Do the small things. Like I think what people do is they try to take on too big of projects in their life. It's like an analogy is like when I go practice golf and I go to the putting green, I start out with 2-foot putts because I want to see myself make a few 2-foot putts. Well, a lot of people, they'll throw the ball down 30-foot putters and they're not getting anywhere near it because they haven't warmed up. They don't know how much, how fast it is to the ball, so you're not get all over the place. So I think it's the same thing with like any changes in our life. Like I had a big change about 10 years ago where I stopped drinking alcohol. That was a big change, but I was fed up with who I was. I didn't like my life. To me, that was a source of like, am I going to be happy in my life or am I going to not be happy? Well, I want to be happy, so I need to stop doing this one thing. Whereas like other times, it's small things. Like lately, I've been intermittent fasting, and it's kind of a big thing, but a small thing. But I don't eat till like 3 o'clock every day. Now my body's gotten used to it. That might be a big thing to some people, but to me, it's like, you know what? When I wake up, I'm really not that hungry. I don't need to eat. I just woke. Like people, they don't really need to eat breakfast. I get hungry around 12, but I think I can just have discipline and hold off till 3. That is something that I started on I don't know what day, just randomly. Like I'm doing it now because I felt compelled to. I didn't say January 1st I'm going to do this because then I don't think I'd be bound to that.
I hear you.